What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Inspire, Create, Manifest podcast. I'm your host, Joe Longo. Welcome to the studio. Today, we are talking about energy and being the signal. This is the theme of the month for the Inspire, Create, Manifest community, which you can come be part of. The doors are open. There'll be a link down in the show notes that you can come explore our Monday night manifestation groups. We do Wednesday morning Kundalini at 9 a.m. Monday night is at 7 p.m. and Friday morning at 7 p.m. And we have a monthly hangout meditation with Sarah. She pulls some cards and does a lovely meditation, and you could all join us and be part of this. It's a wonderful way to connect to our energy. And this month, our theme is Be the Signal. Can you be that signal? Can you bring your energy into awareness and allow your energy to be an important factor in your life and in the world that you're creating? And how can we tap into that? I even got some notes for today's episode to make sure that I stay on track, that I stay focused with my energy. Because sometimes if you've been listening to the show, you know I can totally get scattered and go off in my own weird direction. Be like, wait a minute, what were we even talking about? So in this month of being the signal, bringing the awareness back to my energy, I've been trying to explore what can allow things to flow with more grace and ease. I'm sure you've probably heard me say that as well. I'm so happy and thankful that my life flows with grace and ease. So, along with saying that I am so happy and thankful that my life flows with grace and ease, I should start doing the things to allow my life to flow, you got it, with grace and ease. And one of those things is having some notes with us, right? And the thing about being the signal and our energy is remembering that no matter what it is that you do, your energy is your marketing. And it doesn't matter if you have a business to market or you're just living your life. Your energy is your marketing. How your energy is flowing is what is attracting the world around you. And I know this to be true because when I'm feeling like crap, when I'm feeling like shit, when I've got a case of the woe is me's, because yeah, I get the woe is me's as well, just like every other average Joe out there, I have to come back and say, wait a minute, what energy, what frequency, what feeling have I been sitting in? And if I've been sitting in a woe is me, oh, everything is so sad, everything is so hard, that ripples out. That's the signal that I am sending out into the universe. So then over the next couple of days, weeks, months even, the energy that is rippling back to me is that energy of woe is me, why is it, how come, when is it gonna, and all of the things that every human experiences. There's nothing wrong with us. We just have to remember to come back to our energy and ask ourselves a couple simple questions. Am I doing the things that feed my soul? Have I stopped doing the things that feed my soul? John Kim, my teacher that I did my life coach training with, says seek nectar. When we're seeking nectar, right, we're feeding our soul. We're doing the things that actually give us more energy. This is all part of my new book, Simplicity&Awareness. We're going to read a little bit of the book today. You're welcome to pre-order the book. I would love it if you pre-ordered the ebook for $2.99. The physical copy comes out on September 23rd. I would love it if you got it on the day of the release. Yeah, for all of the silly metrics, because why not, right? If we can come together and put this silly little book in #1 in spirituality and religion, why not do it? So let's do that. Help me do that. Let's bring the energy together to make that happen. You see what I'm doing here? This is my energy that I'm putting out into the world. Can I act as if this book hits #1 on spiritual and religion charts in Amazon on September 23rd? I can if you all help me. And if I stay in the space of putting that energy out into the world, what's going to ripple back? Those results. But if I sit in the space of, woe is me, this is never going to happen, why would anybody buy my book? Then it's never going to happen, because that's the energy that I am sending out into the universe. So this is from chapter 4. Chapter 4 is entitled Reclaiming Your Energy. You're not lazy. You're misaligned. Some exhaustion doesn't come from doing too much. It comes from carrying what was never yours. When you feel drained, burnt out, or bitter, it's not always because you're overcommitted. It's often because you're overextended in the wrong direction. Pouring energy into things that you've outgrown, tending to relationships that drain instead of nourish, keeping up appearances when your soul is craving authenticity. This isn't laziness, it's misalignment, and your energy is the messenger. Friends, your energy is the messenger, right? How many of us are pouring energy into things that we've outgrown? It is okay to outgrow things and people. We change, we shift, we evolve. It is okay to change, to shift, to evolve. But as we do these changes and we shift and we evolve, we need to be mindful of our energy. Am I still giving energy to things that I've outgrown? Are we tending to relationships that are draining us instead of nourishing us? Do we have those energy vampires that are in our life that every time something goes good for us, they instantly pull us down? Because they're at that level. We do not have to give our energy there anymore. And are we keeping up or trying to keep up with this false sense of identity and appearance for other people? Can you be you? Can you come back to you? Can you embrace the you that you've been working so hard to become? The you that listens to this podcast and does these practices. As you listen to this show and you do the practices that we talk about, and you start going inward and you start owning your power and your energy, you are going to notice that that outside world and the people in that outside world will start to shift. But we have to allow that shift to happen. That's going to keep us in alignment, not in misalignment. And as we do this work and we grow and we learn more about our stuff, a lot of times we're keeping people in our life that are keeping us misaligned, that are holding us back. We don't have to get rid of them forever, but we also need to focus our energy over here and say, I'm working towards this, I am doing this, I am building this. And maybe we might not have to say a thing. Maybe it's best that we keep our mouth shut when we're writing our book. We keep our mouth shut when we're creating the podcast. Instead of saying, I'm creating a podcast, and then you have not a supportive group of people around you that say, well, what are you going to make a podcast for? That's silly. You know how many, there's over 1 billion podcasts out there. Why are you going to make a podcast? And then that excitement, that joy that you had about making a podcast is out the window. And now you're sitting in the space of, man, I really wanted to, but well, I guess they made a good point. I guess there are 1 million podcasts out there. There are. And why not make one as well? Because a lot of people don't realize that, yeah, there are 1 million podcasts out there. There are a shit ton out there. And so many of them are not active anymore because people quit. And the people quit usually because of the people around them saying, you're really going to have a podcast? So don't tell anybody. Don't tell your friends. Create the podcast. Write the book. Now, if you have a group of supportive, loving people like the Inspire, Create, Manifest community around you, share it with them. Let them uplift you. Let them support you. Remember, where is our energy? We're being the signal. All month, we are being the signal. And again, here's your cheesy invitation to come hang out with us this September in the Inspire, Create, Manifest community. Dive into this topic of being the signal. Dive into this idea that our energy is magnetic, and what we are feeling on the inside is what is creating the outside world around us. So if we can come back to joy, to love, to excitement, to finding the nectar in life, guess what? The world outside of us is going to be more love, more joy, more nectar, more abundance. This is your invitation. Come hang out with us for a month. See what it's like. Explore with us. Please pre-order the book. Grab a copy of the book on September 23rd. We will be talking about the book for a long time, so get used to it. Pull up a seat because we are going to be exploring simplicity and awareness. And if you did pre-order the book, purchase the book, let me know that you got it. We're going to be hosting a very special event at the end of September as well, where we're doing a webinar and we're going to be going through some of these simple practices in the book, bringing you back to this space of awareness. Thanks for being here, everybody. All of the links for everything you need is in the show notes. Like, subscribe, share, help get this out into the world. Pick up a copy of your book and be mindful of your energy, because today we are the signal, sending that signal out into the divine matrix, out to God, out to source, so we get back everything that we want, everything that we dream of, everything that we desire. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you next week.